Welcome back to Kicks and Shit, guys. Jarod and Gabby here. So, Last Dance, episodes 3 and 4 just
Mhm.
aired this past Sunday. The Dennis Rodman episode was, woo, everything.
It was
So,
lit, yeah.
you had some thoughts, Gabby.
Ugh, I have so many thoughts. I mean, that's the Bulls that I grew up with, right? That I really vividly remember. And, I was playing middle school basketball at Pingree at the time, what hoop dreams are made of. And
Wait a minute, wait
I'm
a
a little
minute.
bit different.
That should be the new tagline. Pingree, the Pingree School, where hoop dreams are made of.
Great. We're lucky if we get over 500, but we're hoop dreams are made of. Yeah. Foul shot champion in middle school. Hey.
Look at you. Go
I have
ahead.
a
I see
trophy
you.
somewhere. Maybe I'll bring that out. I'll dust that off for an upcoming episode. But yeah, that was the basketball era that I like truly remember and really became a fan and loved the game. And I'm a little bit different from my environment that I grew up in. People always try to figure me out. I'm a little bit different, and so I don't know. There was something about Rodman that I was just enamored by. I'm like, this guy like doesn't give a fuck, but he's so good on the court that you can't fault him for that. And
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
something that I've always respected him for. And of course, my mom, being like the Jewish mother that she is, if I joked about dyeing my hair blue, she would have a conniption. So like me loving Dennis Rodman, she was like, is she the mailman's daughter? We don't understand. And I will never forget the leopard print hair that
hmm
he came out with.
hmm
So like for me, it was taking me back to my childhood. And I watched him, and I didn't when I was younger, I didn't realize that those were 33s in the leopard print, that was a nod to Scottie Pippen. Like,
hmm
to me, it was like my
Mind
eyes were
blown.
open. And I think the editing was great on that episode, the way that
Yeah.
they portray Rodman. And like, he really is a worker. And I think that's something that I know Phil Jackson has become really polarizing, especially in the days of the Knicks,
hmm hmm
that's a topic for another time. But
Right.
I think that Jackson did a great job of letting him be who he was. And they
Yeah.
had that countdown clock when it's like, great, Rodman, go in your 48 hours to Vegas. And then it was
hmm
like the clock was rotating, and then it was like, all
And
right,
it's all
now
right.
it's off the clock. And now this is the not approved time. And like Jordan going to get him out of bed with Carmen Electra hiding under the covers.
Love it. That is
It is like the
classic.
most epic. Like, he's
Yes.
a rock star, man. Like, I know he was
Yes.
an athlete, but Dennis Rodman was a
Rockstar.
rock star, and he took his craft very seriously. And I love that Jackson really embraced that and knew that that's how he was going to get the best
Yeah.
basketball out of him.
Well, it's
You
so
know?
interesting because you brought up a couple
Mhm.
interesting points there, and I want what younger fans may not realize, and they're kind of getting it through watching this documentary.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks about the Warriors and like them at their height being like this traveling Beatles rock band. Mm-mm. The Bulls in the '90s, that was a traveling rock band.
Facts.
Like
Hmm.
whatever you think the Warriors were in terms of their popular, nothing was more popular than the Chicago Bulls. Like, I mean, it was
Uh-huh.
literally like the Beatles traveling in terms of like just the fanfare, the excitement. Yeah, Dennis Rodman dating Carmen Electra, dating Madonna. Like, I mean, you would see
All of
shots
it.
of the finals of Madonna just like in the stands, like just regular, not even courtside, just kind of like up a couple rows, just hanging. Like
Uh-huh.
that was the world these guys lived in. And Phil, at the time, Phil obviously very big into Buddhism and spirituality. Phil's
Zen
very
master, yeah.
respectful of the individual, right? And it's kind of interesting because as he got older, we were like, well, what happened to cool Zen Phil? Like, why'd you get all? But as people get older, they tend to get conservative, right? That happens to a lot of people.
Yep.
Um, but Phil was great because he respected Rodman's humanity, and he realized, again, to your point, the end goal here is winning a title. If that means he's got to get 2 days or 3 days in Las Vegas for us to do that, fine. Like, but he built consensus, right? He got Michael to agree to the plan, right? And then once he was like,
Hmm.
yo, Dennis isn't here, they go across the street to his apartment. Yo, get to practice. We got to go. Of course, the famous Carmen Electra story. But when Dennis shows up, Mike's like, all right, we gotta watch out because Dennis is probably not in shape. Oh, Dennis was fine. He came
So
in
he
ready to
shows up in the
work,
pajama pants,
right?
those plaid pants.
It took them 4 laps to catch him on the floor, right? And during that during
Yep.
that running drill they were doing. So that is the beauty of Phil Jackson and coaching and sort of the larger metaphor of
Hmm.
individualism, right? And so bringing it back to sneakers and connecting, right? Like again, if you are an OG, I get the originals. Cool. That's how you express yourself. If someone loves the new
Yeah.
colorways or they want to get all the new funky, that's how they express themselves, right? If someone just wears
Of course.
Balenciagas or Yeezys or whatever collaboration they want, okay. Like the Fear of Gods came out last
Then
week,
that's
and
what rocks them. Yeah.
and people were really getting those aren't my cup of tea, but they ain't for me, and
No,
I
they're
think that's
triple black. I don't know. They're cool, but yeah,
that's the
it's
big
like,
thing.
do
It's like
you?
we have to recognize that not everything is for right. It's for everyone, right? That's the beauty of it. There's so many different sneakers that come out, and I didn't really bring out a sneaker today, but behind me, maybe I'll bring them out next time. Is
Hey.
the Sky Dreamers, right? The J Cole
Uh,
Puma collaboration, and you know they're a nice looking shoe. They kind of go back to that '80s Puma retro style, right?
mm-hmm.
And it's got the Cole Dreamville, the Dreamer tag on the back. That's a nice look. It may be for some people, may not be for others. But that is again the beauty of what this is. There are so many different kinds of shoes and sneakers. I do a work for me, you do a work for you, right? And we could all be fans of this game.
Yep. I mean, that's what's so great about the industry, right? Like, whether you like lows or highs. I remember when I first moved to Hoboken, my roommate would be like, "Why do you have so many moon shoes?" And I'm like, "What do you mean, high tops? Like, relax, bro. Okay, like, because I like them. But
Moonshoe.
I know he's an idiot, but I love him. Special place in my heart. But I just think that now more than ever, now that lows are having a moment, like Jordan lows don't do it for me. The ones I think they
Hmm.
look a lot like dunks, or some of the patent ones look a little bowling shoes. It's not my favorite silhouette, but that's okay. Like they do some cool stuff and they're right for other people. Like I think Adidas does a great low, and I can't talk about basketball without talking about my Knicks. These are one of my favorites. These are custom 5 borough. My
I
friend
like
Anthony
those.
Donahue turned me on to these.
I like those.
And I just think it's different. Like it's got the nod to the five
Hmm.
boroughs.
Hmm.
Just a lot of cool stuff. And some people might talk about them and dog on them and use it as a conversation piece, but
It's
that's
okay.
kind of the point, right? For
Yeah.
me, that's what I like about them. You don't have to like everything
Yes.
that I wear, and I would actually think it's weird if you like everything that I wear. Like I know I
Or
got a little swaggy style, but like that's what Rodman opened up the conversation for us to have, right? Like
right.
you do you, and I
Yeah.
think like if I could be myself as much as he is him,
Hmm.
I mean that's the dream, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Rock what you
Like,
rock.
you're right. Every release doesn't. You don't have to love. It's okay. Right. You can be like,
Yeah.
not for me. Not a problem. Anyway, guys,
Yep.
we love you rocking with us. Thanks so much, Gabby. Tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Gabby Rosenthal. Definitely look me up, give me a follow. I follow back.
And of course, you can find me at JS Hector on Twitter, on Instagram. And we'll be back soon with some more kicks and shit. Peace.
That's right.